What's up, everyone? Welcome to Muffin News. It's a little bit late at night, so I'm a little bit more calm, but I'm here to bring you a playoffs video because Muffin News will be covering all things playoffs when I can, if I can, and everything in between. We will go through all the teams that are in playoffs, from Terrakion all the way down to Keldeo. We'll also be going through the standings where everyone placed in the overall, and how they were placed, and who got buys, who didn't get buys, things like that. Don't worry, Keldeo, you'll get a special video, a little award ceremony much later after playoffs. But please enjoy the little breakdown of the playoffs. All right, to start off with, first we have the breakdown of the teams, and then those have buys. So the way the buys were worked is your top teams, your top two from each division's got a buy. So, for example, Kung Fu Panda, they finished 10-0 and got a diff of 40. So they got a buy. Zom, who would have expected, they also got a buy with 10-0. Then we have some more people. I'm so tired. But Kirat, is that how I say it? Kiratka? I'm probably butchering it. Nikki, Per Turbo, Joker Moment, Martin, and Mackie all got in great diffs, 7-3, respectable, 8-2, 8-2, 9-1, etc., etc. And then the rest of these guys are now playing for their spot. I think it's quite funny, that fact that Keldeo has a 6-4 with -6. You don't see that often. I don't think you see that anywhere, but that's just a Keldeo thing. Cabalion did really well, having their two top players beating most people, with Keldeo being third. Let's go! So that brings us to the bracket. So Agent Jitter versus Hadford Go-Goats, Dwebbles versus Litten, our mod. We have another Cabalion Terrakion matchup. We have two Virizions having to kill each other. Then we have two Keldeo people, or rigged, the fact that Virizion and Keldeo both have not won a single blue. And what was I trying to say? I got distracted. The fact that it's the two people that haven't won a championship have to eliminate each other. Wow, I see how it is. But to break down their rosters, firstly, we have Terrakion. So this is the team that went 10-0. So Zamazenta, Dragonite, Screamtail, Galarian Moltres, Volcanion, Volcarona, Paliswine, Blastoise, Amoonguss, Sandy Shocks, and Avalugg, with their Terratapsons being Piloswine and Moltres G. So honestly, Keldeo has a good matchup in terms of fighting Terra Moltres G. We've had to fight that all season. But a very scary team. You got some big physical threats. You also have some big special threats. I clicked Dragonite for the special threat because it can be both physical and special. Honestly, this team makes sense why it went 10-0. To be honest, I'm not going to lie. It's a very powerful team. Then we have our other buy person. The other person that got a buy. With Palafin, Kirim, Ogerpon, Petrarant, Mandibuzz, Gastrodon, Jolteon, Bronzong, Phalanx, Kamala, and Clefairy, with Phalanx and Jolteon being the Terra captains. I love Kamala being the representative of Australia, but half the time it doesn't feel like a Pokemon. I'm not gonna lie. So I'm just like, I don't know. Sorry, I got distracted again. Yeah, but other than that, very fun team. Then we have Ivory, amazing person with Corviknight. Round 1 Corviknight and round 2 Mudsdale is the most base thing and funniest thing I've seen. Honestly, what more do I have to say? I don't really need to look at the rest of the team. This is just based. This team deserves to win everything. But you got Zoroark, Necrozma, Gouging Fire, Zarude. The fact that Gouging Fire lasted that long is wild. Gouging Fire usually goes like latest top 3. Third pick. Zarude, Florges, Kilowattrel, Okidoki, Colossal, and the VGC Goat. With these Terras down here, honestly, not bad Terra captains, and not bad team overall. Then we have Squeaks with Taunty, Samurai H, Great Tusk, Electrode H, Gudra H, known as T, a lot of hyphens. They like the hyphen game. Tauros, Pheasantipity, Sinistarch, and Entei, with Electrode and Tauros being the Terra captains. Tauros always makes sense as a Terra captain. It's such a strong Terra captain. I like their Terras as well, normal, ground, and ghost. And I'm a big fan of Electro as the Terra captain. I like how they've done something different with the Terra Water. Usually you see Electric Ice Fairy. That's like the most common set, but I like how they've changed it up with water. Though I don't I like water, but I also would love to know why they picked water. Like what were they trying to? Because like grass type moves already hit everything. Like I mean, I guess it hits a fire type. Actually, that probably is why. It probably hits to hit fire types. Then we have T-Mog with Dragapult, Primarina, Heatran, Sneasler, Rillaboom, Caesar Rillaboom, Caesar Rillaboom, Alert, Electros, Frafrig, Donphan, Yamega, and Cryogonal, with Yamega and Frafrig as the Terra captains. Honestly, I mean, this is like the most common thing that runs. I'm still very surprised Sneasler went that late. Dragapult into Primarina is a very, very nice... Oh, I totally did not break that dock. But these three are a very nice pair, being your Dragon Fairy Steel Core. I actually really like this as your cores. And then this thing, I always love this thing for support. Got two good spinners and a good hazard setup. Electros is always base. And then this thing is probably going to be tearing most times. And then you have Litten with Lando, Chi-Yu, Alamola, Clefable, Ogerpon, Decidueye, Tinkerton, Walking Wake, Scyther, and Chargerbug. Honestly, this seems like something I would draft. I won't lie, this seems something I would draft, except for the Double Fairy. I probably wouldn't draft that, but other than that, I probably would draft this. So, super base, with their Terras being Decidueye and Tinkerton. Honestly, I don't know how they've gone with Terra Tinkerton, but I hope they've done a lot of value out of Terra Decidueye. Alright, then we have ourselves... Swampert? Keldio's team. So first we have Zom. Honestly, we should, if you're paying attention to Keldeo news, you should already know all these people and all their teams. If you haven't been paying Keldeo news, honestly, you've been missing out. So I won't really go too far over it, but I'm just gonna say that I'm so proud of each and every one of these people, especially getting this far with a mono electric team. And then Waver is just the most base person I've met. But I really do wish all of them the best of luck. They're all amazing people, and I hope they at least do well. At least I hope they make it through round one. Then we have ourselves... Oh, someone joined. Ooh. Ooh. Anyway, so next we have Virizion, which is another... it's probably the second div I'm most rooting for, besides my bias between Keldeo. If I wasn't biased towards Keldeo, I'd be rooting for Virizion, because I think they deserve the win. So we have Nikki with Great Tars, Darkrai, Mid-Rai Alert, Mid-Rai... Petron, Hatterene, Torterra, Walking Wake, Registeel, Ninetales, Typhlosion, that's based. Avalog, H, and Trico. If Trico doesn't come to a playoffs game, I'll be depressed. So Torterra and Typhlosion are fantastic Terra captains. I think they're probably the two best Terra captains you can pick. And I do like how Ninetales does also help the Walking Wake and the Great Tusk. So I think Ninetales is a great pick. And then Scarf, Typhlosion, Terrafire, Eruption is just going to blow through things. Then we have Maki with Dragapult, Taunty, Heatran, Prim. So another Dragapult, Heatran, Prim core. With Donphan, I think that's like very similar to what we just saw. Yeah, it is. It's very similar to that. That's actually really funny. Lycanroc, Dark Chestnut, Alolan Mark, Bellibolt, and Vivillon, with Chestnut and Bellibolt being the Terra captains. Once again, I think those are the two best Terra captains you probably asked for. Probably the Vivillon needs it, because I don't know what this thing actually does. But honestly, a very base team. Then we have Shiva with Cinderace, Spectre, Terrapagos, Komaro, Sandy Shocks, Earthworm, Fezzidippany, Vaporeon, Azelf, and Brute Bonnet. Honestly, this is evil. Always, Vaporeon Terra is always evil. Azelf Terra is based. Bro, why did Spectre go round 2? That's kind of funny. Honestly, that's a base. That's a base, like, first 4 Pokemon. That's a base first 5 Pokemon. I actually really like this for first 5 Pokemon. Brute Bonnet, what do you do without Terra? Have you... I would love to know. Have you actually made this thing work? Or is it trash? Then we have Sublurin with the Zamazenta, Glasgow. So that's the second Zamazenta. We have 3 Zamazentas so far that made playoffs. Glasgow, Iron Valiant. How the heck did Iron Valiant go round 3? Where is your... What were you on? Slowking, Dragalge, Iron Thorns, Rotomo, Cryogonal, Incineroar, Mismagius, and Combi. Bro, what is... I love this. I love this. I think these two teams, just give them extra 1 point. They need to add the 1-pointers. Mismagius and Iron Thorns being the Terra Caps. I think those are 2 great Terra Caps. Honestly, Iron Val, Crown, and Glasgow are such... And plus Slowking is such a terrifying pair. Do you have a Wish, Pasta? Passer? I don't think you do. Honestly, I think that's for the best, because if you did have something with Wish, that'd be scary. But I think something learns Healing Wish, maybe. Then we have Crep versus with Kiran, Tread, Skeledos, Screamtail, Samurott G, Zapdos G... Sorry, Samurott H, Zapdos G, Jolteon, Abomasnow, Articuno, Kamala, Muck, and Chargerbug with Terra Jolteon and Articuno. Base, I do like how the Abomasnow gives the Veil and helps Articuno in the snow, getting the little boost. Charger Bug is always absolutely amazing for 1.1. And Veil in general just helps this team a lot. Then we have Buffy with Urshifu, El Golden Go, Lati, Gastrodon, Moltres, Shaman, Weezing G, Cleavor, Kilowattrel, Tauros, Dwooper, and Hatina. With Shaman and Kilowattrel being the Terra captains, I do like Terra Shaman. I think Terra Shaman is super underrated, but I do think Tauros probably needs to Terra a little bit more. But I do like the Terra Shaman. Then we have ourselves Cobalion, which is the last one. Yay! So we have Perturbo with Palafin, Iron Moss, Sizzle, Sandy Shocks, Grimmsnarl, Cyclozard, Sinistarch, Articuno G, Quagsire, Toxic Croak, and Macargo. No Terra on Macargo, that makes me sad, but I hope you bring Macargo because that is absolute base. Articuno G and Quagsire, those are good Terras. I would like to see the Macargo Terra next time though. Come on, give my man some love. Let him win. Screen support is really good with this team just because Iron Moth and Palafin really benefit from it. You also have a second screener in Sandy Shocks if you don't want to bring Grim or to really confuse the opponents as well. We have Joker Moment next with Cinderace, Iron Bundle, Toxapex, Thundy Eye, Garchomp, Bishop, Tinkerton, Hitmontop, Decidueye, and Altaria. With the Terras being Bishop and Decidueye, I think those are great Terra captains for this. Altaria actually does not need the Terra. It likes the Terra, but does not need the Terra. Altaria also can be a very scary Pokemon to come up against with Fire Spin and Trapping. Cinderace's Bundle is actually a really cool pair that you don't see often with Toxapex for that support. As well, Thundy Eye can always slow down the game and just give more momentum for the Garchomp, so I like that. Then we have Furbliz with Dragapult, Ogerpon, Primarina, Jolteon, Fortress, Bravia H, Urshifu. How the heck did Urshifu single go that late? Cobalion, what are you on? Rotom Heat, Mudsdale, Base, and Muck. With Terras being Jolteon and Bravery H. Bravery H is a fantastic Terra captain. I'll say that till the day I die, and Jolteon is always the standard as well. Overall, I actually I don't have much to say about the team. I really liked it. They have the most base Pokemon in Fortress. Fortress has killed many Heatrans when I use it, as well as Iron Valiants. So people watch out for Fortress. So all the Heatran Valiant teams, watch out. I think this is the only division that didn't have Zamazenta Crown make playoffs. So I think that's even more base for Cobalion for not having a Zamazenta Crown make it. So up next is Great Tusk, Heatran, Latios, Sylveon, Samurai H, Lucario, Vicrovolt, Inteleon, Shaman, Grafaivi, and Dracolook, with Lucario and Inteleon being the Terra captain. Inteleon Terra captain is absolutely powerful. You'd be crazy not to Terra it. And then I do like the Lucario Terra as well. It's the same idea of you'd be crazy not to Terra it. Overall, you get some really good webs support. I mean, your Pokemon, you have some Pokemon that are already fast enough. Latios is absolutely amazing. I do like your Fire, your Steel Dragon's Fairy Core. I think that's absolute base. You got Shaman. I love Shaman. So really good team. And then we have Stan Diman with Porygon Z as the first round pick. That's absolute base. You already win my books. Taunty, King Gambit, Gliscor, Palmont, Skeledirge, Amoonguss, Espeon, Blastoise, Alcremie, and Spidos, with Espeon and Porygon Z being the Terra captain. I understand this being a Terra captain, but I think Alcremie would have benefited way more for being a Terra captain and probably become a lot scarier. Porygon Z as a Terra captain is actually terrifying, and I really want this thing to pop off. Then you have DMBs with Greninja, Corviknight, Aloe, Minshao, Hat, Gengar, Zarude, Flygon, Colossal, and Rotom. With Minshao and Colossal being the Terra captains, once again, very strong Terra captains. This is a very common one, but this one is super underrated. Great synergy, good work. So that's pretty much all the teams. Once the playoff games happen, I'll probably do another Muffin News, actually watching the games, see what we thought. And everything like that, but I'm very excited for playoffs, and I hope you are too. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.